Hello, everyone. This is Zak Gardezy. I'm the founder and managing partner of Wealthstone Private Wealth Management. I'm also a certified financial planner and the host of Money Minutes. Here on Money Minutes, I like to talk about some of the latest market headlines, and I share with you my outlook for what's ahead. So let's get right into it. The Dow Jones has recently hit 40,000, and market indexes have hit their all-time highs. And over the weekend, I had a client ask me, what's behind all of this? How is the stock market doing so well? And I really chalk it down to three major themes. Number one, the latest economic data that we've received is showing that inflation is heading in the right direction. This is now giving investors confidence that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates this year. Ultimately, what that means is lowering borrowing costs for companies, which ultimately improves their profitability and enhances their stock price. And so you're starting to see that get priced into the market. The second focal point that I have here is about artificial intelligence and the advancement that we're seeing in AI. And so we're shifting from a momentum-based market where there's a lot of hype around the potential of AI to the realization of what AI is bringing to companies today and what it can do in the future. As I've mentioned before, enhancing their efficiency. And that's the big theme that I think we're heading into is an efficiency-based market, and looking for opportunities where companies can improve their bottom line by utilizing AI more. And so you'll start to see companies that are leaders in artificial intelligence continue to enhance their efficiency and ultimately improve their stock prices. And so that's a big benefactor in today's market. Lastly, Q1 2024 earnings have been fantastic, with the majority of S&P 500 companies beating analyst expectations. And when you put all these data points together, you really get a sense as to why the markets are at their all-time highs. And, ultimately, I do think that we'll get mixed inflation data as the year goes on. So this will raise the specter of volatility, create buying opportunities for investors. And I'll be looking for buying opportunities specifically in the artificial intelligence space, because although I still think that inflation will eventually get down to the 2% range, I also believe that we're very early in the AI race, and I like to explore buying opportunities as they come up in artificial intelligence. So on May 22nd, Nvidia is reporting earnings, and there's a lot of attention focused on Nvidia. And really nowadays, their earnings reports are getting as much attention as Fed commentary. As I mentioned in my April letter to clients, this is really one of the top events you want to pay attention to for the month of May. Investors are expecting Nvidia to really have incredible numbers. We're talking about tripling their revenue numbers from the year prior in Q1. So there'll be a lot of attention as to whether or not Nvidia does that. Additionally, there's a lot of outlook expectations that people want to hear from Nvidia. What's going to happen next? And I don't know if we'll get all the answers on this report, but we do want to hear a little bit about, okay, we've seen what artificial intelligence has done, especially for Nvidia, but what's next for the company? And so there's a lot of attention that will be paid towards the financials, but also the outlook from their CEO, Jensen Huang. And I've listened to a lot of his latest public commentary, as most recently at the Dell World Technology Conference, where Dell announced their partnership with Nvidia in these AI factories, where basically businesses can develop AI more tailored towards their particular business and workflow. And so that's huge for not only Dell, but also Nvidia. Additionally, you're hearing about the Blackwell chips that are coming out later this year and how that's going to be a huge boost for Nvidia. Really expensive chips, starting over $30,000 a piece, but significantly better than the existing chips that are out there. And so a lot of tailwinds for Nvidia. Full disclosure, Wealthstone has Nvidia as one of the top holdings in our portfolios. And so we want to see Nvidia do well. I'll be paying very close attention to their earnings report. And so with that, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Money Minutes. I hope to see you all again next week. Thank you very much.